We welcome you to Boshemer Gymnasium here on the campus of Brevard College. It's a familiar matchup today. It's William Peace and Brevard here inside the Bosch. Ryan Wilkes taking you through all your action this afternoon. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday here in January, as the Tornadoes have been hot lately after the break. Back-to-back wins by a combined 80 points. Beat Meredith here at home by 30 and went on the road to Mary Baldwin and won that game by 50 points, 87-37. The Tornadoes are coming in as the top scoring offense in the USA South, averaging almost 77 points per game, and also the widest margin in the USA South scoring margin, defeating teams by 16.6 points per game, and fourth in scoring defense at allowing just 60 points a game. Only loss in conference play came to these William Peace Pacers in December 12th. The Tornadoes fell 58-54. Talked to Coach Donald Hudson about that just a few minutes ago, and he mentioned just rebounding the ball better is key today against this William Peace team. Said it was great defensively, only allowed 54 points, but just couldn't find the shots late to take down this Pacers team, a team that is led by Annalie Bollinger, who is a fantastic former player here at Brevard, graduated in 2019, spent some time on Coach Hud's staff as an assistant. She still holds the NCAA-era school career record for made three-pointers at 188 on her career. So a wonderful player here at Brevard, and she averaged just over 13 points per game, a 1,000-point scorer in her college career. And she returns home today to take on Brevard inside Boshemer Gymnasium. A lot to this matchup. We'll get to it when we come back from break, but excited to take you through the coverage today in what should be an exciting matchup. William Peace 7-6. 4-2 in the USA South, and Brevard 10-3, 5-1. Again, it has been really good after the holiday break. No dead legs after that break for the Tornadoes, and is looking to keep that up today and take down these William Peace Pacers. We'll see what this game has to hold for us when we return after the national anthem on the other side here live on YouTube.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service. But more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Earthling Coffee, we're not just brewing drinks, we're crafting experiences that are truly out of this world. From our amazing lattes, made with our exclusive Event Horizon espresso, roasted right here in the Pisgah Forest, to our custom energy drinks, powered by plants and coffee beans, without the crazy chemicals the big guys use. Earthling Coffee isn't just another stop, it's your launchpad for adventure, community, and flavour beyond the stars. Earthling Coffee. So what can we get crafting for you today?
Back here at the Bosch, following the national anthem, we'll get starting lineups introduced here in just a moment. Again, Ryan Wilkes with you here live on YouTube, as are all the Brevard College home athletic events streamed live on YouTube, free for your enjoyment. I've mentioned that in the world of streaming services and subscriptions, we're glad to bring this to you free of charge. As the Pacers being introduced, Kira Henderson, the starting point guard, averaging 14.2 points per game. Has scored in double digits in all but 3 games, have a season-high 24. At Greensboro, 0 of 10 from the field last time against Brevard inside William Peace's home gym. Bree Oliver in the starting lineup as well with Amaya Griffin, as well as Elena Rudolph and Ensley Perry. Perry, another double-digit scorer, averaging almost 13 a game for these William Peace Pacers, as Brevard will be introduced now. Alicia Hill in the starting lineup with Jada Petty-Wilkins, Kaden Johnson, Olivia Miller, and Annalie Morris. The Tornadoes in the home white once again with Brevard College across the front of the jerseys. And William Peace in the road green with the white trimming on the shoulders and the collar. As the Tornadoes introduced here today, Jada Petty-Wilkins was electric last time here at home. She couldn't miss in the first quarter. She's had back-to-back 20-plus point performances, scored 22 here at home and 20 at Mary Baldwin in that 50-point win. As Kaden Johnson also had a great game here last time. She had 18 points against Meredith. Started a little slow, but she got into it as the game went along and was really impressive down the stretch. And Olivia Miller, who is just the staple of consistency for this team, averaging just a hair off a double-double, 14.6 points per game, 9.9 rebounds, and also shooting over 61% from the field. Here we go, Tornadoes and Pacers, a high-quality USA South matchup here inside the Bosch, as the two will tip it up inside the circle, and we will get underway here inside Bosch Gymnasium. Really nice crowd on hand here for a mid-January matchup between these two sides. A lot of Pacer fans made the trip to Brevard, as Miller and Griffin will do the tip-off duties, or Randolph, excuse me, as Miller wins the tip to Johnson. Tornadoes move left to right inside to Morris, pulls it back outside the arc to Alicia Hill. First possession of the game for the Tornadoes. Hill tightly defended, gives off to Olivia Miller. Miller looks inside for Johnson, nothing there. Bounce pass to the wing for Petty-Wilkins. She gets a screen, goes to the top of the key, handoff to Hill. 10 to shoot for the Tornadoes. Bounce pass inside for Johnson. She turns, faces, nothing there. Looks for an option, gives it to Miller, who tries a 3, and it rattles in. Late in the shot clock, Olivia Miller knocks it down, and actually a long 2, I believe. And it's 2-0 Tornadoes. Double in the backcourt. Hill slaps it away. It's saved into play for Morris. Morris up the floor for Miller, had it tipped away. She'll try a leaner off the glass, and good. 4 straight for Olivia Miller, and it's 4-0 Brevard. A soft pressure for the Tornadoes to start things off as Henderson takes it across. Into the corner now for Oliver, inside Perry, and she'll roll it in off the rim. Physical finish by Ensley Perry, and the Pacers are on the board. It's 4-2. Perry, the Knoxville, Tennessee resident, gets William Peace on the board as Petty-Wilkins has it up top. Bounce pass inside Miller, outside for Alicia Hill. Pump fake, one more to Olivia. One dribble pull-up jumper off the mark, and Henderson is down with the rebound. Fast-paced action here in the first couple minutes. 8.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. So handoff goes to the top of the key for Randolph. Randolph to Henderson on the far side wing. Inside, the layup up and in. Nice entry pass to Amaya Griffin, and we're tied at 4. Great positioning for Griffin. And back-to-back buckets for the Pacers. Tied things at 4 apiece. Morris on the near side wing. The top for Jada Petty-Wilkins, over to Alicia Hill. Hill to Morris. Morris pump fakes the 3, drives inside, through the contact and up and in. She split the double and rolled it in with a scoop shot at 6-4 Tornadoes off the crafty finish by Annalie Morris. Up the floor for Griffin inside. Perry slicing down the lane, left hand layup off the glass and in. Ensley Perry just cut right in front of Olivia Miller and puts it in off the glass with the left hand. 6 apiece in the early going, 7.5 to play in the first quarter. Hill crosses over top of the key, handoff to Jada Petty-Wilkins. Jada back to the basket, backing down Perry, gets some space, the layup rolls off, no good. Johnson there with the second chance, she can't get it to go. And Griffin grabs a rebound. Here comes Henderson across the timeline, gives it to the top for Randolph. Randolph screens for Henderson, top of the key, 20 to shoot. Henderson drives down the lane, left hand layup, good, plus the foul. She got bumped by Alicia Hill, and she scoops it in for 2, and she'll get one more from the charity stripe. 8-6 William Peace, a chance for one more to make it a 3-point game. Henderson, a really talented player out of Greer, South Carolina, coming back to the Pacers this season. And averaging 14 points per game, over 6 rebounds, and almost 2 steals a game. Very active as Henderson. She misses a free throw, and it goes to Miller. And it's 8-6 Pacers as Hill takes it across the timeline left to right. Alicia down the lane. She traveled with a lot of contact, but the travel came before, and a turnover for the Tornadoes that will go back to the Pacers. Hill was bodied to the hardwood, but it was after she traveled. As the Pacers get possession back with 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Perry flips it to Henderson, who gets it across the timeline right to left. Henderson directs the offense, gives to Griffin. Now one more in the corner for Perry. Inside, Griffin tries to get it out to Henderson. An errant pass that goes out of bounds, and the Tornadoes will take possession back. A turnover for William Peace, and Miller will inbound right from the Brevard bench. Hill takes it across for Brevard under 7 minutes to play here in the first frame, and what's been a physical and competitive first 10 minutes of action. Top of the key, Olivia Miller. She drives inside with her right hand up and in. A quick move from Miller. She blew past Brie Oliver. And it's 9-8 Brevard. Up the floor for Perry. Perry gives it to Oliver, now in the corner. Perry drives on Miller, back to the basket, spins inside, turned away, now kicks it back out. A 3 for Randolph, and it switches in. Good-looking shot for Randolph. And it's 11-9. Top of the key, Miller has it deflected away. She lost it, gets it back for a moment. Now Perry on the floor, it's tied up, and possession will go to William Peace. Good hustle by Perry as Christina Roan will be the first sub of the game. 7 quick points for Olivia Miller. She leads all scorers. It's 11-9 William Peace here inside the Bosch on Saturday afternoon in Boshamer Gymnasium. Perry has on the far side wing. She gives inside. Now one more to Griffin down low. Bodies Miller. Miller blocked it and takes it away. One-hand pass up the floor for Roan. Roan one dribble layup, no good. And the rebound finds Henderson. Here comes Henderson pushing in transition all the way down the lane. Left-hand layup rolls in. Coast to coast goes Henderson, and it's 13-9 Pacers. Roan on the far side wing. Looks for Morris, finds her down the lane. Now try to get it back out, but it's taken away. It finds the waiting hands of Griffin. She gives off to Henderson, who will bring it across the timeline for William Peace. Top of the key, Henderson working on Jada Petty-Wilkins. Kicks it back out for Perry. Perry defended tightly by Jada Petty-Wilkins. Now outside, a triple for Oliver, and it clanks off the far side iron. No good. Under 5 to play here in the first. Pass all the way up the floor to Miller. She turns, lays it up and in. Great look by Jada Petty-Wilkins all the way up the floor for Olivia Miller. And it's 13-11 William Peace. Henderson pressured in the backcourt. She flips it up the floor for Griffin. Griffin finds Randolph. Randolph a couple dribbles to Henderson. Henderson tries a long-range 3. Front rim, no. Long rebound. Finds Perry. One more. Henderson's going to tee it up again. This time off the backboard and the rim. No good. Johnson down with the board for the Tornadoes. Jada Petty-Wilkins slowing things down a little bit. Finds Christina Roan. With 20 to shoot, 4:15 to play. Next whistle will bring us to our under 5 media timeout. Bounce pass to Johnson. She'll try a 3. Back rim, no. Petty-Wilkins fights for it, lays it up and in. Falling to the hardwood for 2, plus the harm. What a heads-up play by Jada Petty-Wilkins. She grabbed the rebound, felt herself getting pulled down. Flips it up and in for 2, ties it at 13. We'll have a free throw after the media timeout. 13 apiece in what's been a fun first quarter. 4:06 to go. We'll take a quick break and come back on the other side.
Bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football. crispy. Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating, you're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Order your tailgate box in the Bojangles app today.
Back at the Bosch, it is a tie ball game, 13 apiece between William Peace and Brevard here inside Boshimer Gymnasium. As Jada Petty-Wilkins, who had a acrobatic and one before the break, will head to the free throw line with a chance to give the Tornadoes a 1-point edge. New pacer on the floor, Kristen Barber checks in. As Petty-Wilkins will put up the and one free throw. It's good, and the Tornadoes take the lead back 14-13. Tornadoes bring Malika Rankin in off the bench for Annalie Morris. Alicia Hill also off the floor, so Roan and Rankin the first two subs for Brevard. Far side wing, it's Randolph. Now the top for Perry. Little zone here for Brevard, a 2-3. As Perry has it top of the key, gives it to Randolph, who's going to pull a quick trigger triple, no good. Barber had it, but lost it out of bounds, and will go back to Brevard. 3:44 to play in a back and forth first quarter. Brevard leads by 1, 14-13 in a matchup between coach and former athlete here at Brevard, Annalie Bollinger, who's had some successes here with William Peace. Petty-Wilkins, a wild runner inside the lane, off the glass, no good. And it finds the hands of Amaya Griffith. Here comes Henderson across the timeline, right to left, working on Malika Rankin. She drives baseline, turned away, but she's fouled by Rankin. It'll be 2 free throws on a physical drive from Zakira Henderson. And it will be a pair of free throws for Henderson with a chance to give Peace the slight edge. First free throw rattles in, and it's 14 apiece. With one more coming for Henderson. Henderson's second free throw also rolls in. Same fashion as the first, and it's 15-14 Pacers. Roan brings it across left to right for Brevard. Finds Johnson the far side wing. Johnson looks for an option. Nothing there as she's defended tightly now to the top for Rankin. 13 to shoot for Brevard as Rankin tries to probe inside the paint. But it's turned away. Now the free throw line for Jada Petty-Wilkins. And a 3-second called on Olivia Miller, who is camping in the lane for just a hair too long. And the possession will go back to the Pacers. 15-14, 2:55 to play here in the first quarter. As Henderson pressure in the backcourt finds Perry across the timeline. Now Henderson on the near side wing. Top of the key for Ensley Perry. Kick back out, pump fake, does Randolph on the 3, and an errant pass goes out of bounds. And back to the Tornadoes as Kennedy Noble will check in for Brevard. And a sub coming to the table for the Pacers. Jess Worthy will check in, and that will send Elena Randolph to the bench. Roan brings it across, 2.5 to play here in the first. 1-point lead for William Peace. In the corner for Malika Rankin. She gets the screen from Miller. The switch comes from Barber. It's now to the top for Petty-Wilkins, and she traveled. Throws it behind her head and was not pleasantly greeted by the Peace fans here in attendance. It'll be a sideline inbound for William Peace. With a 1-point lead, Henderson grabs the inbound pass. Defended in the backcourt by Malika Rankin. Brings it across. Now the double comes from Miller. Henderson down the lane, has it deflected away. Roan runs after it, falls on the hardwood, scoops it up to Rankin, but is taken back by Henderson. Perry, a quick 3. She's open, no good off the far side iron. And Noble down with the rebound. Good hustle by Roan, but led to an open shot for William Peace. Rankin drives baseline, a wild shot as she was falling the hardwood, no good. Noble grabs a rebound, a lot of contact, no whistle. And the Pacers take it back with under 2 to play. Henderson at the top of the key. Asking for a screen, will get one from Barber. Henderson steps back, now drives inside the paint, is fouled going up by Christina Roan. Or was it slapped out of bounds? Not sure what the whistle was. It'll be a baseline inbounds pass for William Peace, so no foul. It was just deflected out of bounds. That one could have gone either way as Roan swiped on Henderson driving to the lane. 1:39 to play here in the first. It's Pacer basketball. Inside to Perry. She's fouled going up on a nice baseline out of bounds play by the Pacers. That finds Perry underneath the basket, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. You can see the improvement of this Pacer team. With a win today, the Pacers would have officially doubled their win total from last year. They were 4-21 this year, already 7-6, as Perry misses the first off the back rim. But a much improved squad under Annalie Bollinger, who, again, spent some time on this Brevard staff after playing a trio of years here with head coach Donald Hudson. Second free throw is good, and it's a 16-14 game in favor of William Peace. Roan brings it across left to right for Brevard. Gets a screen at the top from Miller, drives down the far side lane, now kicks back out for Rankin. Rankin inside the paint, kick back out Roan with 15 to shoot. Roan behind the back, crafty move, scoop shot, layup, rolls off, no good. Good looking move from Roan, just couldn't get the finish, and it remains 16-14 William Peace. Top of the key, Henderson. Pump fake at the top by Worthy. Now back out for Perry. Perry drives on Noble inside the lane. Right hand layup rolls in for Ensley Perry. Perry very productive here in the first quarter. She's got 6 first quarter points, and it's 18-14. Miller crosses over top of the key, gives out to Roan with 15 to shoot. Roan has it deflected away. She brings back to the top, flips inside. Miller, great help by Barber, who slaps it away. Henderson races across the timeline. Will pull it back out. Thinks about a mid-range jump shot, but finds Worthy at the top, who tries a quick trigger 3. Back rim, no good, and Miller down with the rebound. Now Petty Wilkins lost it, but able to tiptoe the baseline and keep it in bounds. She's pressured coming up the floor. Barber takes it away. Petty Wilkins able to tie it up with the hustle. And it will be Tornado basketball with 20.5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Really nice job by Jada Petty Wilkins. That ball was deflected away near midcourt. She was able to keep it within distance, but then lost it. Got on the floor, tied it up, and keeps the possession with the Tornadoes. With the shot clock turned off, 20.5 seconds to play here in the first. Petty Wilkins, top of the key. Now Kennedy Noble. Back to the top for Jada. Roan inside, Miller back to the basket, now faces up on Barber. Tries a mid-range jumper, front rim, no. And down with the rebound is Griffin. 5 seconds to shoot for the Pacers. Perry takes it across, drives, loses it, and now runs over Rankin. It's an offensive foul. And we'll go back to Brevard with 0.7 on the timer. Malika's done a really nice job this season in that help defense, stepping in, taking some charges, and she does so right there to prevent a bucket from Perry. As Akira Henderson checks back in, send Perry to the bench, and Miller won't even think about a heave. And that's how the first quarter ends. An extremely fast-paced first quarter. That results in a 4-point lead for William Peace. We're going to take a break and come back with the second 10 here inside the Bosch, and what's sure to be a great contest between William Peace and Brevard here live on YouTube.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Back here at the Bosch, it's a 4-point lead in favor of William Peace. Here inside Boschmer Gymnasium, what's been a fun first quarter. And now into the second. Henderson has it at the top. Defended tightly by the Tornadoes here on this possession. A long three off the rim, no good. And the Tornadoes down with the rebound. Roan across the timeline. Petty Wilkins tries a quick three off the glass and in. The bank's open on Saturday afternoon. And Petty Wilkins knocks it down. It's back to a 1-point game. Jada's first three. As the Pacers get across the timeline with Randolph inside, Petty Wilkins deflects it away. Here comes Christina Roan to Olivia Miller across the timeline, who feeds it back out to Roan. Now in the corner, Rankin. Rankin drives baseline. A lot of contact going up, no whistle. She misses a layup. Ball still loose. It finds Barber. And the Pacers will slow things down. Good interior defense on that. Went straight up on the drive from Rankin. And just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. It's a 1-point game, 18-17. William Peace, top of the key. Randolph left open for three. Back rim, no. Miller down with the rebound for Brevard. Miller will slow it up and give it off to Olivia Miller, and Christina Roan has it now. 9 points for Olivia Miller, 6 for Jada Petty Wilkins. Ensley Perry leads away for Peace with 7. Zykira Henderson has 6. As Petty Wilkins has it top of the key, drives on Griffin, layup off the glass, no good, and the rebound down with the Pacers. Here comes Henderson. Henderson a Euro step on Noble, the layup no good. And now Rankin fouled on the rebounding action. Henderson went all the way up the floor. Good looking move again, just left it short. With 8:18 to go, it's a 1-point game still in favor of Peace, as Bree Oliver will check in. Roan brings it across left to right for the Tornadoes. Finds Olivia Miller at the top of the key. Now inside for Rankin, back to the basket. She's doubled, flips it up, and a foul called on Randolph, as Rankin will go to the free throw line. She just sought out the contact there, knew she probably wasn't going to get up a clean look. But she forces the contact, and 2 free throws coming from Malika Rankin. First free throw up, first free throw good, and we're tied at 18. Rankin, an impact player off the bench. She's had a career-high 15 points this season. As she knocks down the second and gives the Tornadoes a 1-point edge, 19-18. Just about 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Soft pressure being applied again by the Tornadoes as Henderson will get it across the timeline. Tornadoes back in the 2-3 zone with Henderson glancing the far side wing. It has her pass deflected out of bounds by Noble, and it will stay with the Pacers with 18 to shoot. Good active hands by Kennedy Noble. Inbounds pass goes to Henderson now. Far side wing with Worthy. Top of the key, Henderson finds Randolph. Now back to the top, inside for Barber. Bounce pass down low, Oliver. Oliver bodies down Jada Petty Wilkins. Layup no good. Miller had the rebound, but Randolph takes it away. Henderson pump fakes a triple, drives on Rankin. Good defense by Malika, but now a kick out to Randolph, who tries a three and knocks it down. Good inside-out action as Henderson was denied on the drive, but found Randolph, and the Pacers retake a 2-point lead. Johnson and Morris, as well as Hill, heading back to the scorer's table for Brevard. As Noble tries to drive, she's fouled by Worthy. As Brent Stevens will check in for the first time, Jess Worthy heads to the bench. And Johnson, Hill, and Morris back in for the Tornadoes. Noble, Rankin, and Roan head to the bench. So 3 players off the bench. The starting lineup back in for the Tornadoes with 7:11 to go in the second quarter. Hill to inbound, finds Morris. Morris pump fakes a mid-range jumper. Looks inside for Johnson. Johnson doubled in the post. Kick back out Morris. Morris pump fakes again on Barber. Good defense by Barber to turn away Morris, who finds Johnson. Now back out for Alicia Hill. Hill loses it but keeps her footing. 4 to shoot for the Tornadoes. Petty Wilkins tries a three-pointer from almost half court and almost knocked it down, but it rolls out. That was just a step inside the half-court stripe. Nonetheless, remains a 2-point game in favor of Peace. Henderson drives on Hill, gives it off to Stevens. Stevens doubled, lost it, and it finds Jada Petty Wilkins. Petty Wilkins up the floor for Miller. Miller's layup rolls off, no good. Second chance rebound for Morris. Kicks it back out. Petty Wilkins has it slapped away by Henderson. Henderson lost it for a second. Now gets it back up the floor. It's tipped away, and Miller steals it. Miller up the floor for Brevard. Euro step in the lane. Offensive foul. As it looked like Bree Oliver stepped in and ends what was a wild sequence of play. I'm trying to keep up here. A little bit difficult, but Petty Wilkins, or Miller, called for the charge. And now Kayla Jean will check in for Olivia. Ensley Perry back in, give Zakira Henderson a breather. And Stevens will inbound to Perry wearing the multicolored shoes. Pink and blue, I believe, a couple shades of blue on those kicks for Ensley Perry. Brings it out on the wing, now an entry pass to Oliver. Oliver defended by Jean, now doubled on the baseline. The pass gets back out to Perry near the sideline. Perry drives down the lane on Petty Wilkins. She's denied inside the lane, and it goes out of bounds off of Jada. A great defense on Ensley Perry. That's another sub in the game. Zakoria Davis will check in. It will send Kristen Barber to the bench. Good minutes from Barber, especially defensively. Turned away a couple baseline drives. The inbounds pass goes to Davis, but Johnson takes it away. Tiptoes to the sideline, keeps it in bounds, but couldn't do so on the baseline. And it will go back to the Pacers. Maybe not the worst case scenario there for William Peace. Only 10 to shoot. And then Johnson took it away, lost it herself, and a fresh 30 for the Pacers on this possession. Skip pass to Stevens, her three. Missed everything, no good. Petty Wilkins up the floor, a lot of contact, but she's able to keep possession. Now drives down the lane, layup no good, but a swipe by Bree Oliver, and it'll be 2 free throws for Jada Petty Wilkins. You see the physicality between these two. I mean, it's a really physical contest here inside the Bosch as Jada heads to the line for 2 free throws. .5:27 to go here in the second quarter. Free throws up and no good. This time from Jada. And she'll get one more with a chance to cut the deficit to 1. Second free throw upcoming for Jada Petty Wilkins. It rolls off no good. 0 for 2 from the stripe that time. And Perry will bring it up for the Pacers. Perry hands off to Stevens. Now Randolph. Randolph inside Stevens, who cut back door. Not there. But finds Davis down the lane, who lays it up and in. Zakoria Davis, a bucket off the bench. And it's back to a 4-point lead for William Peace. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Next whistle, we'll have our under 5 media timeout. Petty Wilkins at the top of the key, defended tightly. Handoff to Morris, who steps back, tries a deep 3, no good. And Davis down with a physical rebound. Perry will bring it up for Peace. 4:45 and a moving clock here in the second quarter. Handoff to Randolph. Now Stevens gives back to Perry, top of the key, 15 to shoot. Perry to Davis. Davis finds Randolph, who drives on Jada Petty Wilkins, turned away with 7. To the top, it's Perry. Perry tries to pull it for a mid-range jump shot, not there. One more to Stevens, 2 to shoot, and the timer expires. A shot clock violation. Wonderful defense there from Brevard. A great defensive possession results in a shot clock violation. That will send us to our under 5 media timeout. 4:20 to go, 4-point game in favor of William Peace. We'll be right back on the other side.
Earthling Coffee, we're not just brewing drinks, we're crafting experiences that are truly out of this world. From our amazing lattes, made with our exclusive Event Horizon espresso, roasted right here in the Pisgah Forest, to our custom energy drinks powered by plants and coffee beans, without the crazy chemicals the big guys use. Earthling Coffee isn't just another stop, it's your launchpad for adventure, community, and flavour beyond the stars. Earthling Coffee. So what can we get crafting for you today?
Back at the Bosch, it's a 4-point game. in favor of William Peace, but a great defensive possession gives the Tornadoes the ball back with 4:20 to play out of the under 5 media timeout. As Johnson, Hill, Morris, Petty Wilkins, Jean on the floor for Brevard. As Hill will bring it across left to right. Top of the key, it's Johnson. Looking inside for Jada Petty Wilkins. Finds her back to the basket. She works on Perry, flips it up, no good, gets it back. She's blocked by Davis, and it finds Randolph up the floor for Oliver, who loses it near the baseline. But now Henderson, top of the key, tries a three, no good. Davis with a second chance. Flips up the second chance, layup up and in. 4 points off the bench for Zakoria Davis, and she extends the lead to a game-high 6. 25-19 in favor of William Peace. Top of the key, it's Caden Johnson. Gives to Morris at the top, gets the screen from Johnson. Defended tightly by Randolph, she almost poked it away. Now top of the key, Johnson, she's going to try another three, front rim, no. Petty Wilkins crashed the glass hard, but she fouls Henderson, and possession will go back to the Pacers. Really impressive start for this William Peace team. Nothing has come easy to Brevard. Again, the Tornadoes after the holiday break, back-to-back wins by 30 and 50. And a little bit more of a challenge here today is Roan back in, as well as Olivia Miller. As Randolph flips it to the top for Henderson. Now free throw line, Perry. Perry back out. Henderson. Free throw line, Perry again, working on Johnson to the basket. Right hand layup up and in. 8-point lead, 27-19 in favor of William Peace. As Roan brings it across. Defended tightly. Now kick back out Johnson. Johnson drives baseline, flip out Morris. Morris open for a three, no good. And the rebound finds Perry. Hensley Perry bringing it across for William Peace. Top of the key, Randolph. Free throw line for Perry with 14 to shoot. Henderson drives on Petty Wilkins, kick back out Randolph. Randolph jumps up in the lane, now a 3-second on William Peace. And possession will go back to the Tornadoes. Brevard looking to put something together here near the end of the first half. It's been a low-scoring battle between William Peace and Brevard. The Tornadoes have struggled to really shoot the ball. Only 27% shooting for the Tornadoes. Miller gives to Roan. Roan gets the screen back to the top. Finds Olivia Miller, now inside for Johnson. Johnson working on Davis, turned away. Finds Morris down the lane. Morris, one more. Johnson, one dribble. She's fouled going up and will shoot 2 free throws. Good action by Morris as she diced into the lane, fed it off for Johnson, and she'll have 2 free throws upcoming as Kennedy Noble checks in. And Johnson heads to the line for 2. 8-point game in favor of the Pacers. I know the scoreboard says 25-21, but it is 27-19 as Johnson misses the first. And we'll get one more. The Pacers outscoring the Tornadoes 9-2 here in the second frame as Johnson's second free throw is up and in. And it's a 7-point game, 27-20. Henderson brings it across as the scoreboard adjusts. 27-20 William Peace. Perry top of the key, flips off for Randolph. Now Randolph finds Oliver on the near side wing, defended tightly by Roan. Oliver drives and she's fouled by Christina Roan on the floor. And possession will stay with the Pacers. Shot clock resets at 20. .148 to play here in the second quarter. It's a quarter controlled by the Pacers. Entry pass goes to Davis at the top of the key. Hand off to Perry. Perry looks for an option at the top of the key. Inside for Davis. Has it deflected away by Johnson. It will trickle out of bounds and stay with the Pacers with 11 to shoot. Henderson grabs the inbounds pass with 10 on the timer. It's a screen at the top of the key. Drives on Roan. Kick back out. Now one more to Perry. 5 to shoot. Brevard defending tightly here on this possession. Perry's mid-range jumper no good. And Roan down with the rebound. Roan pressured in the backcourt, goes behind the back to alleviate the pressure. And Oliver whistled for a foul. Nice job by Roan there, who Use a couple dribble moves to alleviate some pressure, and she's fouled. It will be the bonus now for Brevard. Free throws upcoming for Christina Roan. When you're not shooting the ball well, free throw line is a good way to get some free points. As Roan heads to the line, the first of two is up, and it swirls in. And it's 27-21. 1:22 to go here in the second quarter as Roan goes 2 of 2 from the line. And it's back to a 5-point game. Henderson in the backcourt will bring it across for the Pacers. It's a screen at the top from Griffin. Now bounce pass to Davis at the elbow. Griffin sets a screen for Davis, who spins in the lane. Layup good, plus the foul. Crafty move by Zakoria Davis. And she'll have an and-one free throw with a chance to push the lead back to 8. What a spark plug Davis has been off the bench. 6 points and a chance to make it 7 at the free throw line. Free throw up for Davis, no good. But she does get the 2 points, and the lead is 7. Petty Wilkins up the floor. Was it tipped? No, it was not. And the possession will go back to the Pacers. A turnover that gives William Peace the ball back with 1 minute on the dot to go before halftime. Henderson will bring it across. Gets a screen at the top from Davis. Now Griffin. Griffin looking inside for Davis. Johnson in front of the post, and it's a turnover. Noble takes it away. Now Petty Wilkins down the lane. Some contact. No call, but the layup's good. And it's a 5-point game, 29-24. On the layup from Jada Petty Wilkins. She's up to 8 points in the first half. And about a 10-second shot clock, game clock differential. Henderson controls at the BC logo, picks up her dribble, but finds Randolph. Back to the top for Henderson, 10 to shoot. Henderson drives on Noble. She's blocked by Johnson, and Noble collects a change. Kennedy Noble up the floor for Roan. 10 seconds left in the first half. Kick to the corner. Morris a three. It's good. 29-27. Brevard within 2 as Henderson with 2 to shoot brings it across half court, chucks it up at the horn, and it goes over top of the backboard. One end of the first half for the Tornadoes. An important 3 from Morris, and the Tornadoes, who trail by as much as 8, back within 2 as we head to halftime. What an exciting first half. Hasn't been very high scoring, just like the first matchup between these two teams. As actually, if both teams produce the same output, it would end in the same final as it did in Raleigh. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have what's sure to be an exciting second half when we return on the other side.
Bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy.
Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating. You're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Order your tailgate box in the Bojangles app today.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Earthling Coffee, we're not just brewing drinks, we're crafting experiences that are truly out of this world. From our amazing lattes, made with our exclusive Event Horizon espresso, roasted right here in the Pisgah Forest, to our custom energy drinks powered by plants and coffee beans, without the crazy chemicals the big guys use. Earthling Coffee isn't just another stop, it's your launchpad for adventure, community, and flavour beyond the stars. Earthling Coffee. So what can we get crafting for you today?
bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy.
Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating. You're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Order your tailgate box in the Bojangles app today.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service. But more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Earthling Coffee, we're not just brewing drinks, we're crafting experiences that are truly out of this world. From our amazing lattes, made with our exclusive Event Horizon espresso, roasted right here in the Pisgah Forest, to our custom energy drinks, powered by plants and coffee beans, without the crazy chemicals the big guys use. Earthling Coffee isn't just another stop, it's your launchpad for adventure, community, and flavour beyond the stars. Earthling Coffee. So what can we get crafting for you today?
Back here at the Bosch, it was a great first half. Really exciting stuff here between these two teams, and Brevard was able to cut into that deficit. That was once 8 points. Now it's just a 2-point game. Neither side shot the ball all that well in the first half. Brevard just 31% from the field. The Tornadoes have possession. To start this second half, 29-27, William Peace leads. As Jada Petty-Wilkins has at the top of the key, has her pass deflected away by Randolph. Randolph up the floor, she lays it up in. 2 points for Randolph. First 2 points of the half go to the Pacers. The lead is back to 4. Hill races across the timeline. Defended tightly by Henderson. Handoff goes to Morris. Morris pump fakes on the three. Now flips it inside for Johnson. Johnson back to the basket. Looks for an option. Kicks it back out. Morris. 14 to shoot for the Tornadoes. Morris gets a screen. Steps back. Flips it inside. Johnson. Johnson wide open. Left-hand layup off the glass and good. Great action between Morris and Johnson. And it's back to a 2-point game. Randolph gets it to Henderson in the front court. Now Randolph, top of the key. Henderson pump fakes on Morris. Inside for Oliver. Back out Randolph with 15 to shoot. Randolph a bounce pass to the free throw line for Perry. Perry back out. Randolph with 3. High arcer, no good. Petty-Wilkins soars for the rebound. Here comes Jada. Picks up her dribble. Flips it up the floor for Morris. Annalee looks for an option here as Miller works for post position. Entry pass, kick back out. Petty-Wilkins, a long-range 3. Rattles out, no good. Miller fights for the rebound, but Perry rips it away. A good look for Jada. Just couldn't fall. Would have given the Tornadoes a lead. As Henderson pulls up for a mid-range jumper. Clanks off, no good. Jada Petty-Wilkins out with another rebound. She races across the timeline. Jada looks inside, kick back out for Hill. 20 to shoot for the Tornadoes as Petty-Wilkins has on the far side wing. Bounce pass inside. Johnson gets position. Left-hand layup. Up and in again. All 4 points in this second or third quarter have gone to Caden Johnson. The Tornadoes tie it up with the Pacers, 31 apiece. Contact at midcourt. Henderson loses it up the floor. Morris, her right-hand layup. Up and in. Tornadoes lead 33-31 and have scored 9 of the last 13 points. As a foul in the front court now. Henderson was doubled, but she's draws the contact. And Randolph will inbound right in front of the Pacers bench. And bounce pass comes to Perry. 33-31, Tornadoes regain the lead here early in the third quarter. Henderson flips to the free throw line. Perry double, kick back out Randolph. 10 to shoot for the Pacers. Skip pass to Henderson. She'll try a quick 3. Back rim, no. Morris down with a long rebound. Finds Petty-Wilkins, who will bring it across quickly for the Tornadoes. Up the floor, Johnson. One dribble, right-hand layup. Good. Caden Johnson, 6 points in the second half already, and it forces a Pacers timeout. 35-31, Brevard out of the gates hot in this second half. We'll take a break and be right back on the other side.
Bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy.
Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating. You're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Order your tailgate box in the Bojangles app today.
.7:20 to go here in the third. Brevard has come out hot on an 8-2 run to take a 4-point lead at the halftime break. It will be Pacer basketball after the timeout by Annalee Bollinger. Good start to the frame for the Tornadoes. And find themselves back in front. Oliver up the floor for Perry. Had it deflected away, but Perry gets it back. She spins on Johnson. Layup no good. Second chance for Ensley Perry. And she converts. Hill will bring it across for the Tornadoes. Handoff to Annalee Morris. Now inside Jada Petty-Wilkins. Jada tries the left-hand leaner. No good, but a foul called on Perry. And 2 free throws upcoming for Jada Petty-Wilkins. Talking to Coach Hudd, he said January is where you really want to start hitting your stride, and this team has done that. 10-3 on the season, 5-1 the USA South. And Petty Wilkins has been a big part of that. Back-to-back 20-point games. And she has 8 here today, looking to make it 9 and 10. She misses a first. But she'll get one more to try and make it a 3-point lead. 6:52 to go in the third. It's been all Tornadoes here in the third quarter. As Petty Wilkins takes a couple dribbles, throws up the second. It's good. 36-33. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Randolph finds Henderson in the backcourt. Back to Randolph. Now up the floor for Perry. Perry slows things down. 20 to shoot for the Pacers. Randolph has on the far side. Wing to the top for Henderson. Free throw line Perry. Defended by Johnson. Perry drives. Kick back out. Barber. Bounce pass Henderson at the top. Pump fakes a three. Back out Randolph. Good defense in this 2-3 zone for the Tornadoes. 5 to shoot as Perry works on Johnson. Loses her footing. A whistle and a foul. Coach Hudd not happy with that call. It looked like Perry was a little bit out of control going to the basket. And they say she was going up as well, so it'll be 2 free throws for Ensley Perry. A little bit of a break for William Peace there. Nonetheless, it will result in 2 free throws. First one's up, first one's no good, back rim. They say ball don't lie. We'll see if my high school head coach, if the player went 1 of 2 from the line, they said, you were half right. We'll see if they're half right here on the second free throw from Perry. It's up and it's good. 36-34 Tornadoes as Hill hesitates near half court. Now gets it across for Brevard. Hill handoff to Morris. Morris flips it inside for Jada Petty Wilkins. Jada loses her dribble but kicks it back out for Hill. Now Hill has her pass intercepted by Henderson. Henderson up the floor, hesitates on Miller, and she carried it. It will go back to Tornadoes. Good idea from Henderson. She just pounded the dribble a little bit too high and got away from her. And officially a double dribble call will go back to Brevard, who leads by 2, 36-34, with just under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. This game has been exactly as advertised. As the pass from Hill, Morris had to go to the floor to retain possession. Now Hill gives off Jada Petty Wilkins. She gets the screen. Hand off to Caden Johnson. Johnson drives on Barber. Bounce pass to Miller. Miller pump fakes on Oliver. Now try to go inside to Johnson. Henderson with another steal. Henderson back-to-back steals. Said she's averaging about 2 a game as Perry drives on Miller. Layup no good. Miller taps the rebound to Johnson. Heads up play by Olivia Miller. And Petty Wilkins will bring it across. Jada directs traffic on this possession, defended by Randolph. Jada drives inside. Kick back out Morris. One more to Miller. Miller drives, lays it up on Barber, rattles out. And that one, a tough miss. And now Annalie Morris fouls Henderson in the backcourt. Well, that one was halfway down from Olivia Miller, and it just rolls out. As Christina Roan will check in for Alicia Hill. And Randolph will inbound on the baseline. 5:07 to go. More likely than not, the next whistle will bring us to our under 5 media timeout. It's been a good second half start for the Tornadoes, but William Peace, after that timeout called by Annalie Bollinger, has kind of railed things back in a little bit. As Barber has in the corner, drives on Roan, bounce pass to the top for Randolph. Randolph drives on Miller, tries a left-hand layup, but no. Rebound slapped out of bounds by Oliver. And it will go back to the Tornadoes when we come back. 4:49 to go here in the third quarter. It's Brevard 36, William Peace 34 when we return on the other side. 36-34 Brevard, and it's Tornado basketball after the under 5 immediate timeout. As Roan will bring it across for Brevard. Top of the key, Olivia Miller. Looks inside, finds Jada Petty-Wilkins. Left-hand leaner rolls in for two. Jada Petty-Wilkins can get it done on all three levels, and she does so there inside the paint. Leads back to 4. Perry pressured by Roan to the top of the key for Randolph. Far side wing Henderson, now the top Randolph. Perry at the free throw line, drives on Johnson. Layup is blocked, but a foul called on Kaden Johnson. Ooh, that one could have gone either way. It looked like Johnson got all ball, but the call might have been on the body. It's Coach Donald Hudson looks for a little bit of an explanation on that call. As Perry puts up the first of two, it swishes in for Ensley Perry, who leads the way for William Peace with 14 points. A bit of a quiet day for Henderson. She only has 6. She's only been held in single-digit points in 3 games this year as Perry goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And Morris brings it across for the Tornadoes, leading by 2. Annalee top of the key, drives, kicks back out Miller. Miller one dribble. Now finds Morris. Morris in the lane, draws a contact, throws it up, no good. And the foul called on Barber. It will be 2 free throws for Annalee Morris, who sought out the contact there. As Coach Hud calls everybody over but the free throw shooter Annalee Morris to have a quick conference. First free throw up for Morris. It rolls in. Leads back to 3. Second one up coming for Annalee Morris. It swishes in. 2 for 2 trip for Annalee. Leads back to 4 with about 4 to play here in the third quarter. Randolph over the head skip pass. Now Perry drives on Johnson, spins inside, keeps her pivot foot, and the layup rolls in. What a crafty move from Ensley Perry. Not only the finish, but the ability to keep that pivot foot, not travel. As the lead is back to 2 for the Tornadoes. Inside Johnson, kicks out Miller. Miller defended tightly, flips it to Annalee Morris to the top of the key. Morris drives on Perry, tries a floater, front rim no good. Second chance rebound, finds Morris. Back out for Christina Roan. Roan drives on Henderson, tries a right-hand scoop shot up the glass and in. Christina Roan uses her body to get to the basket. Leads back to 4. Henderson pressure, she splits the double and brings it across for William Peace. Free throw line for Perry. Perry has 16 points. She's been excellent for this Pacers team. Skip pass to the top for Henderson. One more to Barber in the corner. Tries a 3. Side of the rim, no good. Morris down with the rebound. One-hand pass up the floor for Miller. Olivia drives on Perry. She stopped but tries a mid-range jumper and switches it in. That shot for Olivia is so lethal. A little mid-range jump shot. She creates enough space, and the lead is 6 for Brevard. Henderson at the top of the key. Now on the wing for Randolph. Top of the key, Barber, 12 to shoot for the Pacers. Barber to the corner for Oliver. Oliver drives on Johnson. She's doubled. Throws it up. The mid-range jump shot rolls in. Good shot for Bree Oliver. Had her back to the basket, spun, and put it up and in for 2. 44-40. Brevard with the lead, just over 2 to play here in the third. Top of the key, Olivia Miller. In the corner for Roan. Roan drives on Henderson. Throws up a wild shot. She's fouled. Gets it to go, plus the foul. Christina Roan has gone to the basket on a mission here in this third quarter, and she'll get one more from the line. Jess Worthy checks back in, as does Malika Rankin. That sends Annalee Morris to the bench. As Zykira Henderson will head to the bench. Kayla Jean sets a check in as well. As Kaden Johnson takes a breather. Brevard with a chance to push this lead to 7 after Roan converts inside. And we'll have one more from the charity stripe. 2:05 to go here in the third. Roan takes a couple bounces, spins it in the right hand, throws it up, throws it in. And it's a 7-point lead. What a quarter this has been for Brevard. Outscoring William Peace by 9 to take the 7-point lead. Pacers get it across the timeline with Barber. Barber drives on Jean. Throws up the layup, no good, but a foul called on Kayla Jean. And we'll send Barber to the free throw line with a 1:55 to go here in the third. First free throw up for Barber. It rolls in. She'll get one more from the line. Second free throw for Barber. No good. And Miller grabs a rebound. Pressured by Oliver in the backcourt. Finds Christina Roan, who will bring it across for the Tornadoes. 47-41 with a minute 45 and a moving clock here in this third quarter. Entry pass to Miller. Miller working on Barber. Pump fakes up and under and puts it up and in. Olivia Miller so crafty inside. She's got 13. And it's an 8-point lead. Barber on the wing, pump fakes the three. Has it taken away by Christina Roan. Here comes Christina, goes behind the back to Rankin. Rankin's layup no good, but a foul. Christina Roan behind the back to Rankin, and the foul called as she gets a high five from Donald Hudson on the sideline. Christina Roan, what a quarter, as she puts Malika Rankin in the free throw line off the crafty pass. Rankin's first free throw good. It's a 9-point lead, and one more upcoming from Malika Rankin. Second free throw for Rankin, up and in. The crafty pass leads to two made free throws, and the lead is a game-high 10 for the Tornadoes. Worthy in the backcourt, finds Oliver. Oliver will bring it across and give off to Randolph. Randolph top of the key, finds Worthy. Pass slapped away by Malika Rankin. Here comes Rankin, drives on Randolph. Layup no good. Miller there with a second chance rebound. Gives off to Jean, who's blocked by Barber. But it goes out of bounds off Worthy. Possession will stay with the Tornadoes with 23 to shoot. Here comes a sub for the Pacers. Amaya Griffin will grab Oliver. And Roan will inbound. Roan's really been the spark plug in this third quarter, as Jean has it defended by Worthy. Inside Miller, who's doubled. Miller kicks it back to the top for Petty Wilkins, who's able to keep possession, but her pass taken away by Randolph. Here comes Randolph, who will pull it back out. Pacers didn't have numbers there. It's under a minute to play here in the third. Pressure by Roan. Great defense on Randolph, who gets to the top for Worthy with 19 to shoot. Now Randolph in the corner for Barber. Barber bounce pass inside. Griffin poked away by Miller, stolen by Petty Wilkins, but it finds Barber, who passes it down low. Worthy converts plus a foul. A broken possession leads to two plus a foul for Worthy, who will get an and one free throw. And a huge shot there for the Pacers to kind of break up this momentum a little bit that had swung all the way to the Tornadoes here in the third quarter. Henderson back in, send Randolph to the bench. As Worthy puts up the and one free throw, no good. And Petty Wilkins grabs a long rebound. I believe the game clock is a bit ahead of the shot clock here, so the Tornadoes could get the last shot of the period if desired. Petty Wilkins near the timeline with 18 on the timer. Drives on Griffin, tries the left-hand layup, rolls it in. Jada Petty Wilkins did it all herself on that possession. As she has 13, it's 53-43, 4 to shoot. Barber has on the far side wing, drives, tries a mid-range jumper, air ball, and that's how the third quarter will end. The Tornadoes outscore the Pacers 26-14 here in the third. As we head to the fourth, it's a 10-point lead for Brevard when we return for the fourth quarter of play here live on YouTube.
Over 125 years, Comporium hasn't had customers. We've had neighbors, friends, and a community we're proud to serve. Because for us, it's personal. We live, work, and raise our families right alongside you. So yes, we deliver lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, but more than that, we deliver commitment. Comporium, making connections that make a difference.
Back for the fourth and final quarter here inside the Bosch. It's Tornadoes 53, Pacers 43. A game the Pacers led by as much as 8. Tornadoes have been able to flip the script here in the third and into the fourth. Henderson pressure top of the key, hands off to Worthy. Worthy gives to Barber. Defended by Jean. Hand off to Perry with 18 to shoot. Perry working on Rankin. Back to the basket. Has it taken away by Christina Roan. Here comes Roan up the floor. No behind the back pass this time. And she skips it to Miller. Miller working on Griffin. Kick back out Roan. Roan's going to try a deep three. Back rim no good. Long rebound. Almost corralled by Miller. Now a tie up. And possession will go to the Tornadoes. Good fight on the glass here in a game that has been tightly contested in that department. Brevard out rebounding the Pacers by 7. Petty Wilkins tries a quick trigger 3 off the inbound. No good. And now Henderson will bring it across for William Peace. Henderson up the floor, defended tightly, kick to the top. Worthy tries a quick 3. No good front rim. And Jean tracks it down on the sideline. Gets it to Miller. A handoff to Petty Wilkins. Just about a minute gone here in the fourth. Neither side has scored yet here in the fourth quarter as Miller is fouled on the entry pass by Griffin. And the Tornadoes will inbound on the baseline. Here comes Zakoria Davis. She'll check in for Barber. Rankin to inbound for the Tornadoes. As she finds Roan. Christina back to the basket, backing down Henderson. A wild shot, no whistle by Henderson. Couldn't keep it in bounds, so the possession will stay with the Tornadoes as Johnson will check back in. Coach out asking for a foul on that drive. Didn't get it, but the Tornadoes keep possession. With 8:55 to go as Johnson checks in for Jean. And Roan will inbound on the baseline, asking for a little bit of moisture to be wiped up on the floor. 14 to shoot for the Tornadoes. Roan will inbound. Slaps the ball once. Finds Petty Wilkins on the far side wing. Jada drives. Now kick back out Miller with 10. Miller gets a screen, tries to pull up jumper. It rolls off no. And Zakoria Davis grabs a rebound. Here comes Ensley Perry across the timeline. Over a minute in, neither side scored here in the fourth. Perry trying to change that. She's turned away and she's called for a 3-second. Coach Bollinger not happy with that call. It was a quick 3 seconds, I'll say that. Nonetheless, that's the call, and it goes back to the Tornadoes. Roan will bring it across. With 8.5 to go here in the fourth. Still a 10-point lead for the Tornadoes. Bounce pass far side for Rankin. Flip to the top for Johnson. Roan on the near side, inside for Miller. Miller backing down Davis. Looking for an option. Has to get it to the top for Petty Wilkins, who pump fakes. Jada drives, one more to the short corner for Miller. Her mid-range jumper, no good. And Henderson away with the rebound. Here comes Henderson across the timeline. And now a whistle and a carry called again on Henderson. The William Peace faithful here in attendance, not a fan of that call. Neither is Annalie Bollinger, who gets an explanation from the official. He said, that wasn't my call. It's called here on the near side. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Tornadoes still lead by 10. Bounce pass to the top of the key for Miller. Top for Johnson. Now Roan on the far side gets to Malika Rankin, who is now called for a travel. It will go the other way. Bit of a sloppy start here to the fourth. 7:56 to go. Still scoreless here in the fourth quarter. As Worthy has in the backcourt. Gets it up the floor to Perry. Perry to the free throw line. Tries a mid-range pull-up jumper. No good. And Petty Wilkins, a lot of contact on that rebounding action. No call. And Petty Wilkins shaking up on the hardwood. Timeout for the Tornadoes as Petty Wilkins gets to her feet. Good to see that. And she'll walk off on her own power. We'll take a quick break with them. Just about 2.5 gone here in the fourth, and the score remains 53-43. As we'll take a quick break and be back on the other side.
Earthling Coffee, we're not just brewing drinks, we're crafting experiences that are truly out of this world. From our amazing lattes, made with our exclusive Event Horizon espresso, roasted right here in the Pisgah Forest, to our custom energy drinks, powered by plants and coffee beans, without the crazy chemicals the big guys use. Earthling Coffee isn't just another stop, it's your launchpad for adventure, community, and flavour beyond the stars. Earthling Coffee. So what can we get crafting for you today?
Pacer basketball out of the timeout, 7:36 to go here in the fourth. And it's Brevard 53, William Peace 43 here live on YouTube. Big third quarter for the Tornadoes. Outscoring the Pacers 26-14 has propelled this lead as Perry has it inside. Fell the hardwood, no whistle for a travel, but Petty Wilkins slaps it away. Here comes Jada up the floor. Her layup, no good. Rebound finds Johnson. Her left-hand layup will fall. And it's 55-43, first bucket of the fourth quarter comes over 2.5 minutes in, and the lead is up to 12. Henderson up the floor, finds Worthy top of the key. Free throw line for Perry. Perry drives on Johnson, throws it up with the right hand, and a strong finish for Ensley Perry, who's had herself a heck of a game. She has 18 and cuts the deficit back to 10. Petty Wilkins across for the Tornadoes. Entry pass to Miller. Worthy slapped it away, but it finds Rankin. Rankin on the far side drives. Her layup swishes in. Nice drive on the bigger Worthy, and Rankin gets two to push the lead back to 12. Henderson across. Top of the key, Worthy. Worthy thought about three, tried to get it into Perry, does. Kick back out Henderson inside Davis. Davis trying to back down Johnson. Turns, throws it up with the right hand off the glass and in. Davis has been excellent off the bench. She's got 8 points. Above her season average as the handoff goes to Rankin. 57-47, 6:12 in a moving clock here in the fourth quarter. Roan directs traffic. Crosses over on Henderson, steps back, tries a three, back rim, no. The rebound goes through the hands of Miller and Rankin. And out of bounds. Noble back in, as well as Randolph for the Pacers. And Petty Wilkins will head to the bench. Good to see Jada's all right. She's a little shaken up on the hardwood, but came out of the timeout. Stanley Morris will sub back in as well on the next whistle. Under 6 minutes to go. 10-point hole for the Pacers. As Randolph has on the near side, defended tightly by Roan. Entry pass to Griffin. Back to the basket working on Miller. She's doubled by Noble. But finds Henderson on the skip pass. Henderson to Randolph. Randolph pump fakes a three. Now tries a mid-range pull-up jumper. No good. Johnson a good block out, but it finds Griffin. Randolph down the lane. Right-hand floater up and in. Back to single digits. 57-49 with 5.5 to play in the fourth and final quarter. Roan defended by Henderson to the top. It's taken away by Perry. Perry down the lane, right-hand layup up and in, and Perry's up to 20. It's a 6-point game, 2-possession game with just about 5 minutes to play in the fourth. You saw the Tornadoes do it, claw back in this game. Can the Pacers do so as well? As Roan spins in the lane, finds no one out of the top for Miller. Miller looks inside, bounce pass to Johnson. Johnson working on Davis, right-hand layup off the glass and in. Great move by Johnson to score on Davis. Johnson in the double figures. She has 11. As Henderson entry pass to Griffin. Her layup too strong, but a late whistle and a foul called as it will send Griffin to the free throw line. My apologies, Johnson with 9. She's had a productive game today. As Griffin heads to the line for 2 free throws. Morris back in, Rankin to the bench. Petty Wilkins back in for Roan. As Griffin preps for the first of 2. Third foul on Olivia Miller First free throw for Griffin, no good. And she'll get one more with 4:36 to play. Still an 8-point hole for William Peace. Couple dribbles for Griffin. Her second free throw is up and no good as well. 0 for 2 trip with Davis. Second chance rebound. Her layup, no. And the rebound finds the waiting hands of Morris. Now here comes Olivia Miller. Kick to the corner. Petty Wilkins a triple. Yes. Jada Petty Wilkins for 3. And the lead's back to 11. Huge shot for Petty Wilkins, who was left wide open. And it's a timeout for the Tornadoes. We'll take a quick 30-second break with them, with the last 4:21 to play coming up on the other side.
Bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy.
Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating. You're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Order your tailgate box.
A bit of a 5-point swing there before the break. An 0 for 2 trip to the line for the Pacers. And then a 3 on the other end for the Tornadoes from Jada Petty Wilkins. Push the lead back to 11. Could have been a 6-point game. But 2 free throws that didn't fall. It turns into the 3 on the other end. 11-point lead for Brevard, as Henderson will try to answer with her own 3, but it misses everything and goes out of bounds. We'll go back to the Tornadoes with just over 4 to play. Petty Wilkins leads the Tornadoes with 16. She'll bring it across. And find Morris on the far side wing. Annalee directs the offense, looks inside for Petty Wilkins, who is fouled by Henderson as Petty Wilkins created space. Possession will stay with Brevard. Just a second team foul of the quarter on William Peace, so no bonus. But Tornado basketball and a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Morris will inbound, flips it to the top for Caden Johnson. Hand off Jada Petty Wilkins. Looked inside for Miller, had it deflected away, but Miller gets it back. Now kick to the top, Morris open for 3. It's good. Annalee Morris for 3. Timeout, William Peace. The lead is 14. Coach Hutt is pumped up, as is this Tornado crowd. 3:38 to go. Tornadoes balloon the lead to 14. When we come back, 3:38 to go. We'll talk to you on the other side. Back of the Bosch, it's all Tornadoes here in the fourth. Have outscored William Peace by 16 here in the second half, as Henderson will bring it across with just over 3.5 to play. Pacers looking for a late push here in the Bosch. As Henderson drives, tries a left-hand layup, no good. Davis grabs the rebound, kick back out Perry. Pump fakes the 3, now we'll try the 3. Back rim, no. And the rebound found by Henderson. Her layup, no good off the glass, but a foul. William Peace has struggled behind the arc, just 2 of 15. After that miss from Perry. But Zykira Henderson will get 2 free throws. First one's up, first one rolls in. It's a 13-point game, 3:18 to play here in the fourth. With the win, Brevard will advance to 11-3, 6-1 in conference play. The lone loss came to William Peace earlier this season. There's a second one good as well for Henderson. It's a 12-point game. Morris goes behind the back, crosses over on Henderson, gets it across the timeline. Henderson defending tightly and pokes Morris in the eye. And a foul called. Coach Bollinger asking for a carry, not going to get that call right there. Third team foul on the Pacers as Miller will inbound in front of the Brevard bench with 3:09 to go. Third on Henderson, who's been the star for the Pacers this season. Brevard's done a good job on her defensively. She's still in double figures as Petty Wilkins grabs the inbound pass, working on Perry. Jada back to the basket, tried to flip it to Johnson, who couldn't keep it inbounds. It's a turnover, and possession will go back to William Peace. My apologies, Henderson has 8. She's nearing that double-figure mark. Mentioned earlier, she only had 3 games this season where she's been held in single-digit scoring. And she flips it to Randolph on the far side wing. Under 3 to go, a 12-point lead for Brevard. Henderson to the top for Randolph. Thinks about 3, pump fakes, now kick back out Henderson. Henderson the free throw line for Perry. Perry drives inside, right-hand layup, no. And Miller finds a rebound. Olivia up the floor. Will drive on Griffin, kick to the corner. Noble, a quick trigger 3. It's good. Kennedy Noble chips in with a triple. The lead is 15. As we'll stop to get some moisture off the floor. Here come 2 subs for the Pacers. Alyssa Monroe in for the first time. She gets Sequoia Davis. And also back in Bree Oliver with 2:28 to play. A 15-point lead for Brevard. And barring any late comeback, the Tornadoes will grab the 11th win here on the season and avenge an early season loss to William Peace on December 12th. Entry pass deflected away by Noble, and Morris grabs it. Annalee up the floor. Absorbs some contact. Drives inside, tries a right-hand floater, rolls in. Annalee was maybe trying to draw a foul there, but found the lane wide open and converts inside, 70-53. And a dominant second half for Brevard. Inside for Perry at the free throw line. Griffin tries a layup. She's fouled hard by Olivia Miller. That's the 4th foul on Olivia with under 2 to go. As Amaya Griffin heads back to the free throw line. This game could have gotten as close as 6 here in the 4th. But a big 3 from Jada Petty Wilkins kind of spurred this run as Griffin knocks down the first free throw. And we'll prep for the second. Second one for Griffin, up and no good. Swirls out. Johnson down with the rebound. As Jada Petty Wilkins throws it up the floor for Morris. Morris down the lane, right hand scoop shot up and in. Jada Petty Wilkins, like a quarterback, finds Morris up the floor. The lead's 18 with just under 2 to play. Monroe drives back to the basket, working on Miller. Her layup no good, gets it back, second chance up and in. For Monroe, her first points off the bench. The Tornadoes right around their season average, scoring 76 points per game, a 16-point scoring margin as Morris crosses over, tries to float in the lane. No good, but a late whistle and a foul. And it'll be 2 more free throws for Annalee Morris, who has really gotten it going here in the 4th. She's got 16, looking to make it 17 and 18 from the charity stripe. First free throw up for Morris, up and in. She's now 3 of 3 from the free throw line in this contest. Annalee's had a nice season, averaging just over 11 a game and near 5 rebounds. There's her second free throw. Good as well. 74-56. Again, this game, the Pacers led by 8 in the first half. The Tornadoes have totally turned the tide. It's now lead by 18. New sub in the game for the Pacers, number 10, Jasmine Serrano. She'll drive, loses a handle. Johnson deflects it away, now flips it to Annalee Morris. Under a minute to play. An 18-point lead for the Tornadoes. One-hand pass up the floor for Miller. Miller will give it back to the top for Morris. 3 subs at the scorer's table: Kennedy Gentry, Alicia Watkins, and Marley Carnathan. As Morris drives, flips it to Johnson, out to the top for Petty Wilkins. Jada drives with 10 to shoot, loses it. She gets it back, however. Bounce pass inside for Noble. Lots of contact, no whistle. And the shot clock nearing the buzzer. It's a tie-up. It will go back to the Pacers as Watkins, Gentry, and Carnathan check in. 28.1 to play. Shot clock turned off. Johnson, Miller, and Petty Wilkins head to the bench, as well as Kennedy Noble. Actually, nope. Nobody's going to stay on the floor. I was about to say I only saw 3 subs at the scorer's table. As the Tornadoes will improve to 11-3 as Serrano brings it across the timeline. Hand off to Stevens. Now Griffin back to Serrano. Monroe drives inside on Noble. Turns, shoots, no good, but a foul. Got her on the arm. It'll be 2 free throws for Monroe with 12.2 to play. First called on Noble. What a game this has been for Brevard. Improved to 3-0 after the holiday break. Matchup upcoming against Salem on the 14th, just 4 days from now. First free throw good from Monroe. She'll get ready for the second. Second one up, second one in. 4 points off the bench for Monroe in limited time. Gentry goes behind the back at the timeline, flips it to Morris with 5 to play, and that's how this one will conclude. Tornadoes win 74-58. Despite trailing by 8 points earlier in this game, Brevard answers in a big way, improves to 11-3, and splits the season series with these William Peace Pacers as the Tornadoes await Salem on January 14th. William Peace falls to 7-7, 4-3 in conference play. And the Tornadoes with a big win today as Annalie Bollinger back in the place where she played college basketball. And I'm sure she'll share a nice exchange with head coach Donald Hudson. It's always fun when these two meet. And we'll get ready for the game next week. Tornadoes on a roll here, 3 straight wins, and looking for more on the 14th against Salem. We'll talk to you then. Ryan Wilkes signing off live here on YouTube.